Hey guys!
We're here on Monday to do one of our famous double headers, starting off with a Patrono request from this Patrono right here. Asked us to check out a band called Theocracy. Ghost Ship is the name of the song, and I can't believe I pronounced that name of the band correctly. I honestly thought I was going to struggle. I'm a little bit dyslexic, so I had to kind of like say it in my mind before I actually came out of my mouth. Anyways, Theocracy, Ghost Ship. Wow, I said it correctly again. Well, I should. I know I should buy a lotto ticket. I didn't check anything about the band, so I honestly don't know anything. I'm coming into this blindfolded.
Same.
Or like Stevie Wonder on a date. You know, that could also apply to this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. All right, I'm really intrigued by what your thoughts are on this song.
I enjoyed it.
You did?
I did.
Okay, so you go
didn't?
first. Yes and no.
Yes
I'm
and
kind
no.
of pregnant about this one. I know there's no
feel
such
like
thing.
I feel like the song had 2 choruses.
I feel like the song had 3 parts.
Yeah,
Like there was 3 different.
but there was 3 different parts. But I feel like the 2 of those parts felt like chorus. Like they had the momentum.
Like the pre-chorus and the chorus were very similar.
Were very similar. And you
not
couldn't even
sim-
call it like a pre-chorus. It was like a chorus from a different song added right beside the chorus from this song.
I think you can say a substantial pre-chorus and a chorus, but I'm not saying that they sounded alike because they didn't.
No,
but
they just sounded like
they
a
were doing the
chorus.
same thing. Yeah, yeah.
They sounded like how a band like this would produce a chorus.
Yeah, yeah. They both had the same effect.
But I enjoyed both.
Okay.
I did enjoy both.
So I'm gonna let you go
I found
first,
it
then.
weird, but I enjoyed both. Because when the first one came, I'm like, if this is I'm loving this because this is nice tempo to it. I love his voice, by the way.
Oh fuck yeah! There's no
Amazing
argument there.
pipes.
There's no argument there.
I don't know what the video has to do with the
Glory
ghost.
Hammer should give this guy a call. Maybe not.
Maybe not. I
Maybe
think
not.
he has better chances in this band here.
I think he's better here.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be dragged into the mud of Glory Hammer. So maybe just continue to sing with this band.
I don't know what the video kind of caught me off guard at the start because at the start you heard like the organ type piano in the background.
I know, but the start, that guitar opening was so chunky.
It was so chunky.
I actually thought this was going to be a thrash song. It kind of had that thrash metal vibe to
I
it.
kind of thought too, and then I'm like, okay, this.
And plus, you see that old abandoned construction place, whatever that is. It kind of has a thrash metal vibe to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where they are, it has a thrash metal. So it kind of threw me off because I did think it was going to go in that kind of direction. It didn't, and I heard all the organ stuff in the background, and I'm like, this sounds pretty nice. I'm liking the way it's going. But how's the voice gonna hit me? Amazing pipes.
Oh, zero arguments to be. I'm not. There's no point. There's nothing to say. Like I'm not. I have no argument. That's not one of the things that I didn't like about the song. So for me, his voice is just outstanding. Is beautiful. Outstanding.
And in the main chorus,
when it goes disco.
When it goes disco, and we were dancing over here. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I liked the disco in the chorus because it just sounded.
Had a little bit of an '80s disco vibe.
It sounded so nice.
Like you bring out your rollerblades.
Exactly.
And let's have some fun.
Exactly. It's like a roller rink, and everyone's
yeah,
going.
It's that kind of a song. Is that kind
for
of a
that?
song?
And we're just dancing, and you know what? Sometimes I'll like joke, oh, it was so funny, but I won't listen to it. This was fun, and I actually liked that part. That part was really, really good, and it was well placed after that pre-chorus.
That also sounded it sounded more like a power metal chorus.
Exactly. I gotta say, I don't really see much bad with this song. I just think it's a fun time.
It is a fun song. I'm not a huge fan of the video because I think the video gets a little bit cheesy at times. But to me, it's not really important because it doesn't really take anything away from the quality of the song. And to be honest with you, that guy has incredible pipes. So the video could be him in a bathtub with a rubber ducky. I would be totally fine with that. Now, for me, the issue that I have with this song is that it feels like it's built out of 3 songs. When it opens with that guitar riff, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a thrash metal band." I'm seeing this like dilapidated building, whatever, looks like some factory,
thrash.
Whatever. Yeah, it sounds like something like out of an old school like Testament video. You know what I mean? So I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a thrash band," because the sound, how chunky that guitar was at the opening. That's what I'm thinking. Then like a couple of seconds into the song, it goes from that sound to almost a more like power metal style song, like more driven with a faster tempo, not as chunky, just a little bit more penetrating, more to the point. And his voice too, like his voice comes in, and the moment his voice comes in, you're like, oh, okay, this is not gonna be a thrash song. There's like, this is gonna go in a completely different direction. And it went, so I felt like, oh, this is gonna a little bit more power metal. Then that first like that pre-chorus, let's call it that pre-chorus went from power metal almost to like old school metal, like old school classic heavy metal. And then it went from old school classic heavy metal to like disco / cock rock. So it's like the song was built of like 3 or 4 different genres. And it switched from one genre to the other as it progressed all the way to that chorus. For me, that's my main issue, is that it's like it's really hard for you to get a vibe of the song because the song sounds differently depending on which part of the song you're in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
That to me was hard for me to wrap my head around. It's like, oh, it's heavy. All right, now it's kind of like it's moving.
But
okay, now it's kind of bouncy. All right, now it's disco.
See, for me, it was only like that for the first time around.
Oh, second time it repeats the first formula of the first time.
Exactly. So I'm like, I already know what I'm getting, and I liked it the first time around. I was okay with the chops because
the chops are smooth. I'm not saying like it's chunky like that, but
I liked each part individually, and I think also together it sounded good, except for a little bit when the first chorus goes into the second kind of thing. It sounded kind of weird the first time. But then the second time I got more into it.
For me, it still sounded weird the second time. I enjoyed each section of the song,
but not how they were.
But not having them all in one single song. That was my main beef. But you love the song, you like it. That's fine. I mean, it's taste. Everybody's different.
The sound.
We can agree that the vocals are phenomenal.
The
guitars.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the music itself changes, but his voice serenades you throughout the whole song.
100%. There's not going to be an argument there. And I really enjoy the guitar solo. The guitar playing all around on the track. I really dig it. And it looked to me like when he was doing the solo, he kind of gave us a finger. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of got the impression that he was doing the solo and he was kind of like going with the finger. But anyways, I'm not a huge fan of the migration between these different genres as the song progresses. It just feels... It's hard for my head. Like, the moment I get comfortable with one, it moves into another. And then I get comfortable with that, it moves into another. Then I get comfortable with that, and then it's time to bring my rollerblades out and have a party. So it's like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy each section. I just not sure if I'm a big fan of having all of them in one song. But, hey, you feel differently, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own taste. So, no harm, no foul. I'm still glad that I checked it out.
Yeah, very
much. You're probably even more so than me. So, anyways, it was a win on this Patreon request. Don't go anywhere. There's another video coming right after, and it's from our good friend Andy Gillian. Yes, he's still alive, and he's still making music. Having said that, this video is from his debut solo record, so nothing new in the horizon, but at least we get to listen to some Andy Gillian, and that's always good. All right, so don't go anywhere. Andy Gillian coming right after.
See ya.